Hi everyone, it's Tremia, and today is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to everyone. Just having a nice, quiet Mother's Day at home. You know, I'm not allowed to go out really into a public setting for quite some time. So, I'm out of breath. And I'll talk about all this in a second. But Mother's Day, Dwayne got me, I'm well enough to start thinking about makeup, just not well enough to put it on. It's still too much of a task, a chore. It's just too much right now. It takes everything for me to get my teeth brushed, and I gotta get that done first. But Dwayne got me the Chanel, and it's the Rouge Cocoa in Boy, and I've got it on, and it's just really, it's a shine lipstick, so it's not like really a dark color, or you know, it's not really highly pigmented. It's just more like that. And what was funny is because I decided I want it because everybody's raving about it, and yesterday I was watching Debbie One's video, and she was talking about that, and I thought she was going to end up giving a bad review, and I was like, oh dear, because she and I, she has green eyes, and I have green eyes, except right now they're really gray because I don't feel well. And anyway, she was saying that it kind of disappeared into her lips and only lasted for like 10 minutes. And it's like, uh-oh, because he texted Dwayne, and I knew he was at the Chanel counter, and he asked what color it was, and I'm messaging him while I'm watching Debbie on the computer. But she said, you know, it kind of disappears in her lip tone, which it does on mine too. You know, it doesn't give like a really big color, but it's my first Chanel lipstick, and I'm happy with it. And it'll probably be good to wear over, like when I do get into putting on makeup and everything, wearing it over another lipstick. Okay, enough about that. But that was my Mother's Day gift, and he got me a box of chocolates and a card, and then Sheldon, he's doing some, he's gonna trim up all of our bushes and landscaping and get all that in good looking order, and so I really will appreciate that. This is how I'm doing physically, and I read over my papers again, my discharge papers and the guideline. I read over it today because my mind is starting to clear some, and I can remember things. I think I'm remembering things better, and I read over that stuff, and there's so much stuff that I had forgotten, or you know, just is lost up here in all the brain fog. It said like fatigue, and that it'll be after a stem cell transplant, you'll have fatigue for 3 to 6 months after the stem cell transplant, and it can be longer based upon what your disease was prior to getting the stem cell transplant. So I'm thinking it's a possibility that the fatigue might last longer. But the fatigue, it's not like the fatigue with lupus. It's not a debilitating fatigue. You know, what I notice, you know, I do rest a lot. I do lay down a lot. The main thing with me is the lack of conditioning. You know, from prior being homebound and bed rest and stuff in the wheelchair, and then being in the hospital, you know, the whole stem cell transplant, you know, 3 months, you know, you're pretty much deconditioned during that, and being bedridden. You know, I did get up and walk up and down the halls in the hospital, but all I could do is make it like well, I made it 3/4 of the way down my hall and back, so I was doing pretty good. And that's probably about what that same distance I'm making here at home with my walker. But, so I can make it, let's say, I don't know how to describe it, but it is a half of a hospital hall length, and you know, it was probably your average size, and I can't tell you how many yards or feet, but I can make it that far, but then I'm really winded, my heart is racing, and you know, like I'll do my heart rate and it'll be like 110 to 120 beats a minute, and I have to sit down or lay down and rest, and it takes, if I lay down, it takes about 10 minutes for it to slow down. If I sit up, it takes a good 20 to 30 minutes. And when I do sit up, that's an exertion on my body also. And my heart will beat fast. Today, Dwayne asked me to ride with him to Home Depot and back. And I said, sure. And my heart was racing and beating the whole time, you know, just from having to sit up. And which is a good thing, because I need to exert and, you know, build up my endurance, and that's what I'm working on. My blood levels have been coming all back good. The only one we're having problems with is my liver enzymes, and they took me off of 2 of my prophylactic antibiotics, or medicines. I think one was the antifungal and the other one's the antibiotic, which it kind of worries me being off of those. But then I'm glad, because those are kind of hard on the stomach. And my stomach, I'm still not eating well. I lost another 5 pounds, so it's a total of 40. And that was, that's probably like 5 days ago. So I probably lost some more. But like, I can eat saltine crackers okay, and water. I finally can drink my water without getting sick. And, but when I try to sit down and eat a meal, I've just started taking anti-nausea medicine and Imodium before I try to eat to help me, and it's helping a little bit, and I'll get a few bites of food down. Last night, Dwayne, I forget what we had. Oh, my mom, when she was here last week, she made me some little mini meatloafs, and she froze them, because that has been something that sounds like good to me that I can eat. And au gratin potatoes, and he cut up some fresh apple, and that fresh apple was so good. Apple's in season. It was delicious. And I got the apple that he cut up, I got that down, and then just a little bit of the meat and the potatoes, in which they told me to watch that I really need to make sure I get my protein in. So we're gonna start getting Boost, so maybe I can try to drink some of it and get my protein in me. So eating's not up to par yet. And let's see. You know, I said my blood's doing okay, the eating, my endurance. Sleeping wise, I'm doing fairly good making it through the night. I'll make it till like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'll wake up, and I'll think it's probably only like 1 or 2, and it's already 4. So I'm doing good on my sleeping, and I can get myself back to sleep from there. And doing really good, and glad my medications is cut down. I'll have to show you guys. I was wanting to do a comparison video from beforehand and show you just how little I'm taking now compared to what it was beforehand. It's just crazy. It's wonderful. So my time's about up, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. And everybody, again, happy Mother's Day. See you in the next video. Oh, and my rash is pretty much gone. I don't know what this redness is from today. It's probably because I was out in the sun. See you in the next video.